April.
Hi,
Hi, gorgeous.
how are you?
I,
Oh, my phone is kind of low. I should have lifted it up. That probably would have been better.
okay, bear with me. Give me 2 seconds. Pedro is barking, but let me just bring him with me downstairs for 2 seconds.
Sure, sure. I see Nicola. Hello, my love. So good to see you. We have a fun announcement coming, but we're gonna hang tight for a moment. Let us know in the comments as I take over for her page, as Mia's page. Let us know if you are using video right now in your beauty business. Let us know, are you using video? I'm also multitasking, just trying to. Uh,
Pedro said,
there she is. Oh, so cute, so cute.
yes, he demands my attention, so hopefully if he's down here, he won't bark.
Okay.
Okay, hey.
Yay! I'm trying to multitask because I was trying to pull up the link to get so I had all of the correct information, but I'll let you go ahead and introduce everything before while I'm setting things up.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So excited. I waited this day. Uh, I've been following April Meese, and just like as I always say, I'm a full-time student. And so I'm always trying to stay with the market, stay agile. And I think I like to consider April my one of my number one resources on knowing what's going on, staying up to date, keeping up with the algorithms, all that good stuff. But yeah, I'm super happy because I've been following April around, and I know that earlier you were mentioning that you're going to do this workshop on videos and reels. And I'll be honest, that is one of my not so much strengths. And I do like,
Yeah.
increase those visuals because that interaction is so key. So definitely excited to see what we have at store. And I want one thing about you, April, I have to just say, like, and I wrote some notes here, but you keep me on it. I'd say one thing that describes you is that you definitely you're up to date. Was in the previous workshop that you were in about the holidays and being able to advertise and market, and I just loved the resources that you've offered. And every time I know you just
Yeah.
you're on it. So every time the light bulb turns on, it's like, okay, I got to share this. I got to go live. I got to let people know because you definitely helped me um, do well in my business. But I definitely want to share that. That's when it means something for me. So I'm so happy that you're here and you get to share with me, and I can share with my friends what you have the workshop coming up because I know it's going to be so. April, we have you here, and the ball is yours.
Thank you, Mia, for that lovely introduction. I mean, you are such a sweetheart and just a gem for the industry as well. Like when Clubhouse started, you jumped on it, you helped unite us, and really set up a platform to help lash artists, permanent makeup artists, all these beauty bosses come together and share experiences. And I think that one of the things is before I started my beauty business, I actually studied marketing. I did spa marketing for a major spa in Texas, Cooper Institute, which is where the presidents have trained, and athletes and Olympians and movie stars. And it's a big spa as well as it's a whole wellness spa. And so I was doing marketing there, and that led into my interest in spas. And I became an esthetician and lash artist and permanent makeup artist, and then worked for a dermatologist for a while, but then started my own business. But I always had this love for marketing. And I noticed along the way that a lot of beauty bosses were, my fellow colleagues were struggling. And things that I just found a little easier, I thought, gosh, there's got to be a way, to make this easy, to break this down because it's marketing is a full-time job.
Yeah.
And yeah, and doing the services is a full-time job. And a lot of us have lives, families, kids, fur babies, all of the things. And so to keep up with the algorithm, to keep up with, what's happening and what is going to help me continue to grow my business, to continue to get consistent clients, to continue to, get seen. It's a lot for most people.
Show up now
And so,
rankings.
yeah.
Google your name. It's hot.
Yeah, just to keep up with all of it, it's like so much, right? And so I noticed that there was like this gap in the industry where I was like, okay, this is my passion. While other people are watching, This Is Us or Game of Thrones or whatever the hot new TV show is, I don't even know, Love Island, whatever it is, I'm like geeking out on marketing. I'm like watching marketing seminars because I like it. I know that sounds weird. And people are like, okay, you got to get a hobby. I'm like, that is my hobby. Other than gardening.
We need you.
Say that?
No,
Okay. Yeah. And I always find it fascinating because marketing is really about human psychology. And so we've all heard, we see it all around. Video is becoming stronger and stronger. Whether you're using video on, for social media to get clients, the awareness level, if you're using this platform that we're using right now, Instagram, we know that Instagram has said, Adam Mosseri, the CEO of Instagram, has said, video is our top priority. That's a direct quote.
wow.
He said, it's no longer a photo sharing app. He says, we have done the research and people come to Instagram to be entertained.
Wow.
This is an entertainment app. I know, that was blowing my mind too, because I always thought of it as a community. They said, no. Facebook is where we foster groups and communities, but Instagram is where they come to be entertained. And so they're trying to compete with TikTok and YouTube and these other big platforms, right? And if you even think about YouTube, people are like, oh, I would never do a YouTube channel. Well, here's the thing. YouTube is the #1 search engine because Google owns YouTube.
Right. That's right.
And so now I sometimes will go to YouTube when I want to learn something like how to plant, seeds, how to grow. I just did this video yesterday, how to grow a sweet potato from sweet potatoes.
Aww.
Yeah. And so, we go to YouTube to learn things, right? Whether that might be about, what to expect from my lash appointment, how to take care of my lashes, how to look for my lash artist, my brow artist, whatever it is, people are searching those platforms too. And if you're not showing up anywhere on video, I'm not saying you have to do all the things. I'm just saying that you need to have a place where they're seeing your face, right? We can't hide behind photos or a fancy logo. They have to see your face. They have to get to know you. They have to connect with you, and they have to build trust. And we all kind of know that. People are like, oh, I need to do video. I need to do more video. And then this is what I hear. 2 things. 1, I don't want to point dance and, lip sync or feel awkward. And listen, I'm with you. Yeah, do all the trendy stuff. I don't know what to do, right? And I don't know that would attract my ideal client anyway. Sometimes people are saying these things. And the second thing I always heard was, I don't know what to do a video about. I don't know what to post about. And so I thought, okay, how can I give you like a mini win? Like, how can I give you something that you can just check something off of your list where you're like, all right, you got this. And it's not a full, we have a bigger program, obviously, where we help you develop your messaging and your positioning and more audience attraction. But how can I give you, like in a mini workshop at an affordable price, a bite size thing to check off your list?
Absolutely.
And I was thinking about that, and I've been brainstorming about it actually for about 2 years. And I've had different ideas that have come and gone, like where I'm like, oh, that might be it. But then I was like, it's got to be video. It's got to be around video. I knew it had to be around content because people are always like, feel so heavy. It feels like a constant hustle hamster wheel.
Yeah, like it's never
never ending. But hey, that's also why I love video, because you can take one video and you can multi-purpose it for 7 different pieces of content. Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Do that.
and you can make it go further, and you can use video. Like, it doesn't have to be like, oh, well, I've already done that video. You can use video in the future. So it's one of those things that it can continue because it's relevant, valuable information if you're doing it right, right? And
Yeah.
so,
Yes.
yeah, if you're doing it right. And then that's when I was like, okay, instead of just teaching all the trendy, right? Because anybody can like jump on YouTube and learn how to do a reel, right? That wouldn't be really worth your time when you can get that information for free. What if I help you in this workshop come up with a year's worth of topics?
Come on now. Oh my
that
God.
are that are specific for your brand, that feel good to you, that feel aligned, that don't feel like too generic, that when I think I
No, I'm here.
oh no, you're back. Okay. It just was I got the circle of death there for a moment. um
No,
you
I'm
know when it's like
incredible. Like, do you know how much workload this is carrying? Like, this is incredible.
yeah, and thank you guys for the hearts, who's ever's throwing up the love. I totally appreciate that. Yeah, because here's the thing is, yeah, that just makes sense. Thanks for saying that. I thought about, okay, and not to say you're going to do a video every day. Look, listen, I don't do a video every day. I always tell my students, I wouldn't tell you to do something that I wouldn't do. And I know there's some coaches out there that tell you to do 3 to 5 reels a day. I don't think it's possible for most people that have a job. I'm just going to say it. Like, if you know, and that's not your highest purpose either, really, honestly. But there are systems where you can create these 15-second videos. I always say it might be a 15-second video, but by the time you prep, it takes you an hour, right? You prep, you film it a few times. You know, you think about trying to do 3 or 4 of those a day, that's your day.
Yeah, absolutely. No sleep.
Right. So so what we did is, and here's the thing is, and so I'll just spoiler alert, the price is like a no brainer. It's $37. I see that question. I can't kind of see that question. So if you can read me that question, Mia, because it's kind of off my screen.
Absolutely. We have the beautiful Kim Bella here. Hey, girl. She says, that makes sense. I guess that's the point you stated earlier. And then she says, do you recommend an ebook via a video instead? And that idea before, what are your thoughts? She had that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was asking.
So here's the thing. So we know that people's attention spans are short, Kim, right? We know that they want the information quick. I know me, some people love to like read more. I want to like sit down and read a blog, right? I would rather, if you can give me a quick video that I can watch, great, right? If you can give it to me in a bite size, you know, where I'm like, okay, tell me what I need to know before the appointment. Tell me what I should look for in an artist. Tell me if you have those little videos that you've created, whether you make it as an opt-in, because if she's saying like an ebook, I'm thinking she's having it as an opt-in as a way to get clients. Like they give their email and she sends a little video. Yeah, you could have like a short little 3 video clip, like what to expect before, during, and after your appointment or something like that. Right? There's so many ways that we can use video. And so I thought about, and here's the thing also, when we created this workshop, my team and I always said, like, what's going to make this really juicy? Obviously, the price is a no-brainer, but I was like, what else would they need? So there are different platforms, right? And I'm platform agnostic. Like you could use whatever platform you want. I'm not, if you want to do video on Pinterest, go for it. If you want to do, which by the way is very hot, video on Pinterest even. If you want to do video on LinkedIn, that's another, you know, great place. There's so many places, right? Wherever you want to do video, fine. It doesn't matter the platform, but we've given you a sheet, a worksheet, a PDF of all the platforms and what's required in terms of the sizing for that video so that you're able to show up. So we did the research for all of that. My team put all of that together. Then we decided, okay, what else are they going to need? So we created a little checklist of the low tech that you need, like how to do this without spending a lot of money, just your phone, some good lighting, whether you want a ring light or in front of a window. Like we put together like a low tech setup for
I
you.
love those.
Yes. Now, if you want to use fancier mics and things like that, we've got those resources for you too, but we put it for like low tech, low budget, easy, right? Anybody can do it. Then we said, okay, well, what else will they need? Well, we created 20 different ways that you can show up on video. So for example, people always think of video as just being their face, like, oh, it's got to be my face. You can do an off-camera video. You can do animation video. You can do a hybrid video. There are 20 different styles or types of video that you can do, and it doesn't just have to be you on camera.
I love that. That's so professional. It's so
Yeah. So
good.
So we did all the research. So I bet you for a lot of people, they're going to be like, oh, wow, I never thought about doing that type of video. So we put together that whole list for you. Then we thought, so the main workshop, let me just back up and say, at the beginning of the workshop, I'll kind of, talk about how you can repurpose. In fact, we've got a checklist for repurposing all the different ways that you can repurpose one video. I think we came up with 36 ways that you can repurpose it. We also have like some graphics so you can see it. If you're a visual person, I'm a visual person, so I like to see it in a graphic. So we have some pretty graphics that my team created. I can't take credit for that. I might have had the idea, but they make it look pretty. They're the Canva masters, and they can get in there, my virtual assistant, and make it look good. So we came up with those. But the main part of the workshop is going to be actually, you'll leave the workshop with a full year of topics. So you never have to think like, what should I post? I don't know what to say. Right? And you can center those around your promotions. Like if you have a certain promotion coming up and you're like, oh, this is what I need to talk about around this promotion. Or, okay, this holiday is coming up, or this season is coming up, summer's coming up. Let's talk about, getting your eyelashes wet and what people say about that, right? You can have that set of topic that you use around a certain time, but you don't have to think about it last minute, because that's what also takes up so much energy and time. We're just like, I can't think of what to post. And then we don't.
It's like the littlest thing stress you out. Just what to post.
What to post. And then when you can't think of something, you procrastinate and you don't do it. Right? And then another day goes by, and then another week goes by. And, but if you have it there, you're going to feel so empowered.
Yeah.
Just to do it.
Yeah, you know what? Even just like, I kind of get to that point, like I'm just stuck, and it's just like what to do. Like I write down the idea, and then it's like, I'll get back to it later, But I will be honest, like I'm on Instagram all the time. I feel like I'm on Instagram, and I do it subconsciously, and I'm just looking at reels without thinking about it. But I gain so much information. But it's good information and it's bad information too, like. I'm even seeing a trend of people doing their own lashes,
Oh, interesting.
I'll get to a point where I see things and that's where I get stuck. But I think that program, that workshop can really help me keep that neutral ground of knowing what's wrong and what's right too.
Right.
Standard.
Well, and I think that's the other thing is people will spend like hours researching what to, talk about. And one, it might be, but it might not be specific to your brand. It might not be what your audience needs to hear. We're going to create topics that are engaging, that lead to sales, that lead to clients.
And that was a big concern, because it's like, I know it's good to put video, but how is it going to be useful? And I think being in touch with you makes it effective, because you've done the research, the marketing. You're like almost the safety net to make sure that, okay, this is going to be productive for the business. So you're a gem for me.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. And so that's a really good point to just make clear. Like, we're not really talking about the trendy, because what is trendy right now is not going to serve you 2 months from now, right? I want to give you a workshop where you're like, I can use this year after year after year because it's all based on your content. And you might switch it around. Like the videos that you do in, let's say, June, you might do those in January next year, but you now have a list of topic ideas that you can, switch and use how you want. Even if you just did, one video a week, but you have that list of topics that are specific, that are going to help you, that are engaging, specific, and help you get clients, which I think is really what most people are needing. That's what you'll walk away with a workshop. So it's a 2-hour workshop. It's a doing workshop. And then, like I said, we have lots of bonuses. It's our video made simple method. It's also, we have, just reading over our cheat sheets of the various platforms. You're also getting a training that I've done at several conferences called the Great Video Framework, how to tell stories in your videos and that make it more engaging. You're getting our omnipresence, repurposing checklist and flowchart. You're getting our video hierarchy that tells you about which videos are going to, which videos just get attention, right? Like our entertainment videos, and then which videos are shareable, thought-provoking videos. And so you can do a variety of those. We've given you a list so you have different ideas. So you're going to have your specific topics, and then you're going to have video ideas, and then you're also going to have, remember, that list of video styles. So you can kind of like making a recipe. I'm going to go off camera, showing this, and this.
Wow. Wow. I just have to say, April, I'm guilty. Like, I'm guilty for this too. Like, I'll get so inspired and I'll just do video, maybe like 3 or 4. And then I'm just like, okay, that was work. And I might not do another set of videos for like another 2 or 3 months. So I think this is going to benefit me specifically to be consistent. And I think that is going to bring you the attention, the attraction that you want, the organic. And then you were speaking earlier. I just remember at one point last year, the big theme of micro influencers just really just became big. And I feel like this right here is a tool for micro influencers, just a stepping stone. And I can't wait for the workshop to be released. I think it's going to be powerful.
Yeah.
She's like on it more than me. And I know when she gets the workshop, she's going to be like, okay, just take off on
Let's
it.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I always teach like a batching method too. So you can film multiple videos at once. If you have, to set up a little time, and that way you can use them, so you don't feel stuck. So we'll go over that as well. I'm teaching it live. So there are 2 dates, but if you can't make and the great thing about that is then we'll have Q&A at the end. So you can ask me anything at the end in coaching session. But if you can't make the dates, you get, lifetime access to the recordings. So that's available as well. So even if they can't make the video live, they get all of the bonuses, everything included. I put the link in my bio. It's $37, and the first workshop starts next Wednesday, the 25th. And so I think it's from 10 a.m. Pacific time. So that is 1 Eastern, and 6 in the UK, and I think that's like 3 in the morning Australia time, so it's probably not so good. But then they could do the later one if they want to do on the 31st. I think that one starts at 12 Pacific, which is, I think that's like 5 a.m. in Australia. But either way, we've got some different times for them, so yeah. So that's the main thing. So it's just an easy workshop. Again, I wanted to make it accessible, a no-brainer for the price point. Nothing that you can lose. It's actually valued, like I added up all of the resources. It's $574.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you're an angel. You're heaven sent.
But you know what? I think it's really needed. And I think that, there's lots of free videos that you can find on YouTube, but sometimes those can be even more confusing, and they're not industry specific. And so this is specific for beauty service professionals. So if you are a lash artist, if you're an esthetician, if you're a permanent makeup artist, if you do any combination of those services, then this is for you, because we're going to come up with a full year of topics that are specific for your brand, that are engaging, that lead to clients, and that feel in alignment. I'm not going to ask you to do, weird, trendy things just because it is popular at the moment,
Come on.
right? Yeah, yeah. So we're just going to do what's really going to work for you long term. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Were there any questions that I missed because I couldn't see the chat so well?
let's see. I see Camilla, she put plan and then execute. Absolutely. And these are
Yeah.
right here, like these are the tools to just get started. So
Yeah, exactly it. Yeah, and I think the thing is that we know that video is not going anywhere, right? We can procrastinate. We can feel. We can. I tell my students, like, choose your hard, right? It's hard to put yourself out there. It's hard to sometimes feel vulnerable, to fear judgment, to worry about what other people will think. Yes, that can feel challenging and difficult, but it's also difficult to feel like your business is falling behind. It's also difficult to think about, I don't know what to post, stressing out because you're not getting clients, to feel like you spent 2 hours collaging a before and after picture and it got zero response, right? That's hard too. So it can be hard to put yourself out there, but when the reward is, choose a hard where the reward is going to be greater. Right? Choose a challenging, something that's going to challenge you to make you better, and also help you connect, build trust with your audience, and lead to clients. So that's what I would say. Choose your hard.
absolutely. And are you gonna also like give us some apps like for editing and all that the extra?
So you know what? I actually, I made that as it's called an order bump. So I made that extra because it took us a little bit longer. And I said, okay, these are things that I actually normally only share with my students in our higher program. So just to give them in this $37 workshop didn't feel like it would be honoring, would honor them. So I did add it as an extra. So it's $19 if you want a list of all my favorite apps, from everything from editing, teleprompters, to make easy videos, to getting virtual assistants. It's like a list of all my secret favorite apps. So that one is a little bit high. That's just like if you want, you don't have to. You'll get everything that you need in the workshop. But if you do want this list, I did make it available. That is usually just for my higher level coaching students.
No, that's so amazing. I'm so grateful that you did that. That's when I go on Clubhouse. That's one of the main questions people inquire about, and I just shoot them to the bump. Shoot them to
Yeah. Yeah. And the great thing about that is a lot of the links are ones that I found like are maybe the ones that you wouldn't know about as being the most popular, but I use them myself. Our whole company uses them. Like, I wouldn't put anything up that we don't use. I haven't bought myself. I would never put anything up that we're not using. And and they might not be the ones, that's why I call them secrets. So they might not be the ones that you know of or heard of. But the good news is they're very affordable.
Oh,
Like, you can get a lifetime membership to the app of what you would pay for one of these other ones for the monthly fee.
oh, wow. Wow, that's key. Those are hidden gems.
Yeah. And by the way, and they'll have 5-star ratings. They're just like not as well known, but they're amazing apps. They're like my favorite apps, links, software, things like that. So I put all that in there too.
I love that, April, because we're here in the Silicon Valley, and I know that's something that's always changing, and that's something that's always new and innovative, the app. So I love that, just to stay in touch with you so that I'm
Yeah.
aware of just what's going on as well on the technical.
There are apps now that like will write your whole blog for you, that will write your whole, live stream for you, all your content for you. If you're like, I don't know, okay, now I have the topic, I don't know what to say. I've given you the app that will write a whole outline for you.
Wow. It's like
It's
hire
amazing.
everything for you.
Yeah. Like I've spent like no exaggeration. I've spent $3,000 to have a copywriter just write I'm trying to think, was it four or five? Probably about four emails for me. I mean, she's a really good copywriter, but copywriters can go up to like hundreds and thousands of dollars that they'll charge, for copy, because it brings in millions of dollars. So that's why people hire them. But I've spent so much money. You can get this software that could do the same thing for you for $47.
That's bananas. That's nuts.
I know. I hired that copywriter before the software came out. So, but anyways, it was worth it at the time. But, it's like, oh my gosh, technology is just making things so amazing. So,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wow.
yeah. So yeah, so I put the link there. Again, it's $37. We're going to do a year of topic ideas and all for video. So you'll walk away. It's a 2-hour workshop. You'll walk away with a full year of content ideas. You're also going to get our great video framework training, which is an additional training that's $97. You're going to get our omnipresent repurposing checklist, so you can be everywhere, and also the flow charts that go with it. You're getting our list of 20 different video varieties and a video hierarchy, so you know what is worth your time, what's going to bring you the best ROI, the tech that you need. I think we pretty much covered everything. The cheat sheets, quick references, and then also the top 3 videos that every beauty professional should have that are going to lead to more clients. So that's what it is. The link's in my bio. Thank you so much, Mia, for having me. It's going to be a fun workshop. We have it again two times. They're going to be live. The 25th is on a Wednesday, and then the 31st is on a Tuesday. And then if you can't make it live, you'll get access to the recordings. I think for a full year, probably even longer. But usually I just let people stay in there. Once they bought it, they bought it. So that's it. And yeah, and if you have any questions, reach out to me.
That's a win. That's a win. I think this is a really once in a lifetime opportunity, and you just got to jump on it while it lasts. I'm so excited
Jump on it.
to share this.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time, April.
Thank you, Mia. So good to see you. All right. Bye, everyone.
We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.